Hey, what's going on, guys? OJ bringing you a brand new series known as the Friday Night Recaps. Every Friday night, I'm just gonna be recapping all the small news that circulating around the MMA media, and most of these are just probably gonna be matchups. But I didn't really have the time to make a video individually about these, I guess, matchups or any like small news. So I'm just gonna be lumping them all together in this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you like this video idea. And with that being said, let's jump right into the video. All right, starting off with Bryce Mitchell. He's making his bantamweight debut at UFC Abu Dhabi on July 26th. I don't like this move for Bryce Mitchell. I think he's a pretty big featherweight, and even if he does make bantamweight, I don't know how that will translate to his skill set. It's not like Bryce Mitchell, like his frame and size were the problem. Maybe his strength, but it's not like he's a weak man. So like I don't know him moving to bantamweight is honestly good. I think Bryce Mitchell, he's gonna be more depleted if he makes this move down to bantamweight, but I guess he's crazy enough to try this. Now, I will say that Said Nurmagomedov is an approachable matchup for Bryce Mitchell. It's not like Said Nurmagomedov has one punch knockout power, and although Said Nurmagomedov has some jujitsu, it's mostly through like pulling guillotines and shit. I think Bryce Mitchell is good enough to like clear the guillotine and shit like that. So I do think it's approachable, and plus you gotta know that Said Nurmagomedov, his cardio is atrocious. So if this fight hits the later rounds, which I assume it will, I could see Bryce Mitchell pulling through rounds 2 and 3. I just don't think that Bryce Mitchell, the move to 135 is going to be all that beneficial for him. Like they're a lot more technical down at bantamweight compared to featherweight, and I think that a lot of the tricks that Bryce Mitchell uses, like when he takes his opponents down, it might not work at bantamweight. Like bantamweights, again, even though they're weaker, they're a lot more technical in those areas. It's tough to say, but I think I'm gonna go with Said Nurmagomedov for this fight for now. But my opinion might change when we get closer to the fight. All right, now moving on to Malcolm Wellmaker. He's gonna be taking on Kris Moutinho at UFC Atlanta next weekend. I like this for Malcolm Wellmaker. I think the UFC are kind of bringing Kris Moutinho back just to showcase Wellmaker on the Atlanta card. And it's unfortunate for Kris Moutinho. If you guys don't know who this guy is, he's the guy that survived the absolute beating that Sean O'Malley put up on him.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
And I think Kris Moutinho since then has 5 wins on his record. Unfortunately, he's gonna be fighting Malcolm Wellmaker, who is basically the next coming of Sean O'Malley, in my opinion. I don't know if he's gonna be as good, but he has the skills, and I believe he has a lot more knockout potential, and I think that's gonna be matching up poorly with Kris Moutinho, who does have a chin. Maybe he can survive the onslaught, but I don't think it's advised for Kris Moutinho to really do that. I don't know. I might check up on Kris Moutinho fights again. He's won 5 fights since his loss to Sean O'Malley, so maybe he's pretty good, and maybe he's improved a lot more since his Sean O'Malley loss. But I think the UFC matchmakers are looking at this as a way to get Malcolm Wellmaker to the rankings as soon as possible. All right, up next, we're gonna go with Azamat Bakoyev versus Taurus Finney. Azamat Bakoyev was calling out Taurus Finney for quite some time, and now he got the matchup. So I guess good for him. I want to see Azamat Bakoyev finish Taurus Finney. You know, Taurus Finney, he's an absolute sports killer. Just watch his fight with Robert Valentin. You're gonna regret your life choices after watching that fight. I think that Azamat Bakoyev does have the skills to beat Taurus Finney. Taurus Finney, he refuses to show any form of aggression. He just kind of relies on the fact that you have no wrestling and he can just maintain top control. Whereas Azamat Bakoyev, he has good wrestling and he's very strong and he has very vicious knockout power. So I think Azamat Bakoyev will be able to destroy Taurus Finney within 2 rounds. I hope that happens because fuck Taurus Finney and his fighting style. And also, before I leave this off, Bakoyev, if you guys don't follow him on Twitter, this dude is absolutely hilarious. So if you guys have the chance, make sure to check up on his Twitter because this dude, he's got a sense of humor to him. All right, last but not least, Ariana Lipsky. She missed weight by 6 pounds. I don't think that many people care. She's fighting Wayne Kong tomorrow, but I don't think that's must see TV. It's kind of unfortunate. Maybe that fight gets canceled for both of them. I don't see that many people confirming whether or not it is going to be canceled or not. If it is, Ariana Lipsky's probably going to get charged a lot for missing weight by 6 pounds, which is kind of egregious. But I don't know if this is going to amount to anything. It's just that she missed 6 pounds, and hopefully the fight doesn't get canceled.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Alright, that's gonna be for today's video. Leave a comment down below if you like this idea, and also leave a comment down below your reaction to all of these small news announcements. But other than that, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.